What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the future of the Winnipeg Jets. Going to be taking a step back from the actual Jets team right now. They've clinched a playoff spot, so you know what? I'm still going to be making videos on them, obviously, but for right now, not a ton of news. With the Moose, however, there is quite a bit of news. Obviously, Colby Barlow signed an ELC earlier on, just before the season started, and he is now done his junior season, is headed to the Manitoba Moose. So he's headed there to join top prospects Brad Lambert and Nikita Chibrikov, two of the best players in the AHL. Now you've got Barlow. Now we'll see how much Barlow plays, how much he's involved, but that's a lot of fun. This Moose team went from being one of the worst teams in the AHL to, progressing their way into maybe one of those teams that could go on a deep AHL playoff run. Getting Ville Heinola mid-season was a big boost, and then you look at some of their ads. Obviously Barlow, like I just talked about, it seems like there could be an Elias Salamonson deal in the works. He's already signed his ELC. Does he come over to play for the Moose once his European season's done? Possibly. He's one of the players that, got to keep an eye on. I think he's going to be a very good Winnipeg Jet one day. Can't wait for him. And then the Jets went out and they signed Dylan Anhorn, undrafted college free agent, 25-year-old defenseman. He's going to slip in perfectly in the AHL. I don't think that he'll have a problem going pro. So now this Moose team that was, really thin and really, just shaky, playing a lot of ECHL players a lot of nights earlier on in the season, is now full of players that are, definitely prepared for the AHL, but have NHL futures as well. And a few of those guys, you could even argue, should be in the NHL as of right now. So now we're going to look at the Moose lineup as it is, as of their last game, without, some of the guys that I just mentioned, like Barlow, Salamonson, and Anhorn. But as it stands right now, it's VL, Reichel, Ford, one of those guys that was almost a Winnipeg Jet in the preseason. Cease, Toninato, Chibrikov, definitely one of the more fun players in the AHL. Malott, Lambert, and Fialbi. We all know about Brad Lambert. The guy's a monster. Malott, one of the better players on the Manitoba Moose. And, of course, Johnson Fialbi, very fast skater, scoring winger. Then Torgerson, Nikita, and Lewiski. And Nikita is definitely on a hot streak right now. I mean, he went about 40-something games without a point, and now he's played 52 games, and he's got 6 goals and 10 points, including a very disgusting shootout winner. But yeah, Henry Nikita definitely showing up late here in the season for the Moose. If we look at the defense, Capobianco and Dawson Barteau, Ville Heinola, Simon Lundmark, Dmitry Kuzmin, and Tyrell Bauer. And then in goal, you've got Thomas Milik, who has stolen the starting job for the Moose, and then Colin Delia backing him up. So already a pretty fun lineup, but now you have to wonder, okay, where does a Colby Barlow, kind of fit in here? And I'm assuming that with him just being so young, that he'll probably just fit in on the fourth line to start with, Mark Lewiski coming out. I think that that's probably where he'll start. I think he could probably end up, maybe in the top 6. We do have to remember that, yeah, he's a monster in junior. How does he fit in the AHL? He's never played a pro game before, at the, regular season level anyway. Is he able to do it? So we'll have to see. I assume he'll start with Nikita and Torgerson. Now, where does a guy like Alhorn and maybe even Salamonson play? Probably going to take out Dmitry Kuzmin, as Kuzmin's been up between the ECHL and the AHL all season long. Dawson Barteau, another guy that you can probably maybe look at coming out if it is going to be for one of those guys. But yeah, I don't know. There's so many good players coming to the Manitoba Moose right now, and guys like Barteau and Kuzmin have had their moments, but I think if the Moose actually want to try to make a run here for that championship, I think that, you have to play Salamonson, you have to play Barlow, and you have to play Alhorn. Now, the Moose have been playing some great hockey and have fought themselves back comfortably into a playoff spot. They will be clinched very soon here. They have 65 points, probably going to finish 5th in their division, but they're going to be a hard out in the first round. Whoever's going to end up playing them is going to have a battle on their hands because, they just weren't that good at the beginning of the year. Now they're a lot deeper. They have Heinola, again, acquiring reinforcements here at the end. They are a much deeper team, a much mature team. You know, Brad Lambert now a year into his AHL career, Nikita Chibrikov, same thing. Everybody, all those prospects, a year older. And one of those guys that has matured throughout the year, Thomas Milik, goaltender for the Manitoba Moose, as I had mentioned before, has stolen the starting job. 16 wins, 8 losses, 2 overtime losses, and 1 shutout, with a .266 goals against average and a save percentage of .901. You know, a tough start to the year in the AHL. He's bounced back big time. He's been a monster. Milik's had success at every level that he's ever played. It's no surprise to me that he's playing well in the AHL. I think that he's going to continue that, and I think he can be an NHL goaltender someday. Now, for looking at some of the better players on the Moose, Brad Lambert is definitely one of them. 51 points in 60 games this year as an AHL rookie, 20 goals, 31 assists. That's good for second in AHL scoring this season, only behind Logan Stankoven, who has been called up, to the Dallas Stars, and he's killing it right now. So Brad Lambert may not be very far off from being an NHL player. Right now, he's tearing it up with the Moose, and definitely a major part of their success. And now at number 7 in rookie scoring, look no further than Nikita Chibrikov, guy that's also been a monster in his rookie season. 7th in the league in rookie scoring, 66 games played, 44 points. He's a very fast, shifty winger with some nastiness. I love Nikita Chibrikov. Not the biggest guy in the world, but definitely got some bite to him, can score goals, can make plays. He can really do it all. He's going to be a monster in the NHL, and I can't wait to see that. Now, we've got the list here of the top 10 Manitoba Moose, scoring forwards this year, of course. We talked about Lambert and Chibrikov. Kyle Capobianco having an insane year. He was an AHL All-Star along with Brad Lambert, 47 points in 65 games. Jeff Malott, again, just a very steady AHL forward, just a big, heavy guy, tough. Parker Ford, a guy that almost made the Jets this season. Reichel, VL, Fialbi, Billy Heinola, 36 games played, 21 points, 8 goals. Guys having a great year down there in the AHL, should be in the NHL next season, should be in the NHL right now, in my opinion. CJ Cease, Dom Toninato, list goes on. Moose have a very deep team, and now with Barlow, probably Salamonson, and Alhorn coming in here, they've got a very decent squad, and I'm excited to see where they go. Now, this Moose team is very fun. Could have been even more fun if Chaz Lucius could still be playing right now. He had season-ending ankle surgery, 17 games played, 13 points, 2 goals, 11 assists. Pure playmaker, man. This guy, so much fun. First-round pick by the Jets, 18th overall in 2021. Oozes potential, but just can never stay healthy, and it breaks my heart because this guy, he could be so good. He could legitimately be one of the best players in the system for the Jets, and he's shown that he can hang around at the AHL level. Did that so through 17 games this year. Looked very good. Maybe even would have more points than Brad Lambert at this point in the year, but just not able to stay healthy, and it's a real shame because I think Chaz would definitely be one of those budding stars to be on the Jets roster right now if it weren't for so many injuries. But that's all I've got today, guys. I wanted to make a video about the future of the Jets because right now the Jets team currently doesn't have a ton of news surrounding it outside of just clinching a playoff spot. Made a video about that. But here we are talking about the Manitoba Moose, who are on their way to the playoffs as well. So we'll see how their AHL season ends. I think they'll be pretty good. But leave a comment down below. What do you guys think about some of these young players, coming to the Moose, currently on the Moose? I want to hear, your thoughts on these guys. Definitely let me know about them down below. But yeah, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See you guys in the next one. Go Jets, go. Bye-bye.